Hi, Step Steven Sidnor here, your two-meeting close performance coach, and I'm here in my office. And a couple of tips for today for those of you who are doing business-to-business selling. Today, what I'm going to do is I am going to identify on the internet 3 or 4 large companies that I want to get into. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at their email format, and I'm going to go to their leadership list. Okay, and this is a good strategy for turning cold leads or contacts into warm leads. Okay, so you're going to go to the website, and so I'm going to pick a large grocery store chain, and I'll go to the contact. I'll look at their email format. I'll go to their leaderships, and sometimes their emails are there. Sometimes leadership isn't, and I usually start at the executive level. Then I'm going to take all those names and I'm going to put them in a blind carbon copy on Outlook. And sometimes their name, say, would be John Smith, and so I don't know if it's spelled JOHN.Smith or JON.Smith. So I'll do several variations and put them in there, because if it's right, it's going to go right into the executive's email box. And then in the subject line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, can you direct me to the person that I need to speak to in your company? And then I'm in the body of the text, I'll put the reason for my reaching out to you is this, and put the reason you want to reach out to them. And I'll usually put to schedule a meeting. And then I'm going to put 3 results-oriented results I get from my success stories. It's really the results part of my success stories if you are on the 2-meeting close selling system video series that I have. I'll put in there 3 results. So I may put call center up 30%, large retail store, #1 store of 455 stores, feet on the street selling, or whatever it is that you're doing that you can identify a measurable result. And then I'll put on there, can you direct me to the person or company I should speak with? And then put sincerely your name, and make sure you put your web address. And underneath that, I put a quote that came from a radio station when I do radio interviews, and it says, you know, a step is the leading authority in how to make big sales fast. And I put on their quote by the radio station guy that said that, so it adds credibility. And then I send that, and what I do is I'll send that to all the executives at that particular company. It doesn't hurt. You don't have anything to lose to do that. And typically what happens is it'll bounce back. I have the wrong email, or I get to the right person, and they respond back to me typically pretty favorably, or I get sent down to somebody else to talk to from the CEO. If you get sent down from the CEO, I usually email that CEO back, say thank you so much for forwarding me. If you don't mind, I'll follow up with you to see what worked out with this particular executive. That way I can tell that particular executive when I email him, hey, your CEO, I promised him I'd get back with him in a couple of weeks, and it causes an urgency for that person to go ahead and get back in touch to you. But that's a great tip on how to break into large companies, do it fast, do it consistently. Oh, here's the other tip, the Billboard prospecting tool. Remember, 1 email, 1 call, 1 voicemail, or 1 way to reach out, 1 day a week for 12 weeks with that 1 contact, okay? Until something happens. Either you schedule a meeting, or what do you got to lose? They could say, hey, don't call me back, which at least you know. Step Steven Sidnor with a 2-meeting close selling system workshop. Visit my site at 2meetingclose.com, or my other consulting site, which is turnaroundsolutions.net. Anyway, happy selling.